So y'all gave me this.
He won't West, nigga walk past, he had that one West juice step. He won't West, nigga gave me that and the debt was weak, we ain't like that. He won't West, he wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tap. He won't West, he got line that kid that he wrote it quick, he ain't walk right. He ain't one West, he a straight fraud, he just trying out. At a dance with Sonny with the leggings on, say trying out. You know how we rock, you know how we roll, we just aficionado. He don't put in no work, but I hear him coming when we popping them bottles. I ain't feeling that, get that silly crack, I'm too broke for that, you gotta be dog. Let me ballin', but he never with it. You can't go on, that nigga just shit. If I work the block, I send my niggas get it. Smoke the area and send me your image. Pass the flyers, I put this in the gimmick. She bad and she love you, I have to rip it. I was a purple one, just get the flying, now your tongue sticking, but without the ribbon. Remember seeing pictures, yeah, we broke it down, but we didn't rip it. Now this shit is different, sticks and bullets, and measure how we live. Remember long nights posted in the kitchen, I was frustrated about how we lived. But my hand was full, had to make this shit. We're purple, sell drugs, like crackers. Overstrong, they don't get along, so they don't dap us. And that's cool with me, cause the cool enough, you did truancy. Like a straight fool, fell in love with demons, and you left the school, so I'm here. Hey, one West, nigga walk past, hey, had that one West juice step. He won't West, nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. He won't West, he wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tap. He won't West, they got line that kid but he rolled it quick, he ain't walk right. I'm a straight goon, I'm a straight savage, I'ma let him have it. This is not Christian rap, blacks not for the top into that. The big new real, I'ma put it in it. I should be getting carried one West, so if they can't, I'll be beating my chest. Feeling in the spirit, about the blazing shit. I'm on fire like I had some kids and shit. T-shirts at the table for our agency. Hurry up and buy on some Asian shit. All is that. Everybody know Christ black. 17, you can't fight that. Kill a break, put that thing right back. Kill a crossover, Mike back. King of pop, Mike back. When I'm in your poppy, so much sooner from million. Hey, you watch that nigga. Yeah, remember big man, we do big things. Big balls, chopping shit. I ain't crisscross. I'm about to preach. It's the 6 law. Blood village, what it's hitting for. About to go out the boss, nigga. It's the first of the control. With the big thighs and the soft mind. Ain't one West, I don't know the guy. I could in a paint, get a poster wide. In my jacket stamp, bitch, I know the rise. Ain't one West, I don't know the guy. Hey, one West. Nigga walk past, he had that one West juice step. He one West. Nigga gave me dap and the dap was weak, we ain't like that. He one West. He wanted to leave the crib cause he walked in and I was cleaning my tap. He one West. They got line that kid but he wrote it quick, he ain't walk right.
Said niggas said, money for the walk through. I'm not what you talking to, drop out. Nigga, that's a couple. Big ass sex, and that plus Swiss me, too. I'm about to spaz, I put them grease on your ass.
You don't like me, I set my brand name in wine glass. Okay, the money, we was bootlegging that Comcast. So drugs and disrespecting me, my mom mad. Throw my 500 Magnum, where you find that? All that sinning, I can't never get that time back. To fool the nigga in the book is where you hide that. Praise the Lord, cause he really gave my pride back. Still being always blind to the facts, we blind to the race, we pour in our face. Money in the bank, only time I'm doing the chase. See, I'ma let my pelvis participate with her waist. Ain't no playing with crackers, the law gon' handle our case, cause they in violation.
Nancy Pelosi, name
Ain't violation. I might be cold section 2. Subsection 33. I fuck with Israel or else he's supposed to beats. I ain't talking Dre, man down lady. Christian said they pray for the day till Christ come to slay. It won't be no big day, no sunshine, no daffodils. That shit that was blind. Get it back before the take it on. I just ran that bitch. Went to have a trap house, but I did hand to hand that shit. He managed it. Here he go rambling, pocket collapse, he's scrambling. But what the hell, man, be patriotic? I'm mad. It's ironic, I'm drinking spring water in the fall. His story go, I spring the war and then I fall. Got a bite size 38, that's my mouthpiece. You eat that pussy right and she put your name on the house seats. I walk into the Congress and put bullets in the house seats. Cowards giving rats toolies, that's how you see mice eat. I face her 6 halves or 7. But damn, she got some nice feet. She fresh up off her knees like, damn, you got some nice meat. My dick game, you can't speak, just why these bitches like me. And you ain't nothing like me. Bitches like a tribe like, damn, why you ain't like me? All love, shorty, I'm just so particular. I work parallel with knowledge, shoot your ass perpendicular. I don't want to get that order, I'ma have to get rid of it. If he said he the shit, ask the porcelain. I'm shitting it, talking that green yellow slush. You gotta stand back just to flush. Like rapper torn, waiting to rush. Put the rules, I park the bullet in front of the bus.
Where's the rose in, nigga?
Clap it up. First mandatory class since the Passover. Give the Lord a hand. The generals a hand. You understand? Passover was in Raleigh, North Carolina. If you call yourself an Israelite, you should have been in Raleigh, North Carolina on April 1st, celebrating the Lord's Passover. Going to cover today. Where my phone at the shop?
It's right there, sir. Right on the table. I got you.
Before I get into it, questions. Done you.
Slocky, so we was talking about Christ being the quickening spirit last week.
Right.
I heard the breakdown. I think I understood it. I just want to ask again. I just want to put it in my own words. Maybe you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, or just reiterate.
You want the brother to pull that scripture?
Not really.
Okay.
Just on the part of quickening. Are you saying that the scripture is saying that Christ is able to give life? Concept.
How is he able to give life? According to that scripture, why is he able to give life? Now I'm going to have somebody pull it. 1 Corinthians 15 and, what is that, 24? Why is he able to give life?
Because the Most High gave him the ability to give life. As far as like raising a dead spiritually and raising a dead period like he did Lazarus.
It's not 15 to what, sir? It's not 15 to 24. Give me 1 second.
Am I somewhere around the correct answer, sir?
Hold on 1 second.
Come on.
Trying to find that class that I taught the other day. $15 and $45. 15 and 45. Okay. Let's find out why that man. Let's find out why Christ is able to give life.
Okay.
Of course, there's precepts done. You want the precepts for why he's able to give life, you let me know. Somebody read 1 Corinthians 15 and 45.
Okay. This book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 45. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul.
The first man, Adam, was made a living soul. And then you already know the first man, Adam, what made him different from everybody else?
laws from the Most High.
Because we know Adam wasn't what?
He wasn't where everybody think he was. He was Christ.
No. He was. That's true, but he wasn't the first man on earth.
Okay.
Contrary to popular Christian belief, Adam was not the first man on earth. He was one of many people on earth. Then what made him a living soul was the fact that he got the laws, statutes, and commandments. That brought his soul alive. Of course, soul being what?
Being the person.
Precept.
Noah went to the ark with 8 souls.
Noah went into the ark with 8 souls. Also in Exodus, where Jacob walked into Egypt with 70 souls. Right? He ain't walking there with 70 ghosts. He walked in there with 70 people.
Right.
Same thing with Noah. He didn't walk in there with 8 ghosts. He walked in there with 8 people who repopulated the earth. You understand? So that soul is, he became a person that's alive now, meaning the Lord considers you dead. If you don't have the laws, statutes, and commandments, you're dead. You're dead to the Lord. Adam was one of many dead people on earth before the Lord was going to see who he was going to give the laws to. He chose Adam. That made him a living soul. Read on.
The last Adam.
The what?
The last Adam.
So there's a first Adam and the last Adam. The scripture ain't just talking about 2 cats that had the same name. There's the first Adam and there's the last Adam. Meaning this Adam character was going to be integral throughout the entirety of what y'all know as the Bible. What we all know as the Bible. Adam was going to be integral in that. He was going to be very important. But to be more specific, Adam was always going to be very important in the history of the Israelites.
Right.
You understand? Adam is important as far as the earth was made for our sakes. We all come from Adam, to try to trace your lineage back. All those other cats that was around Adam at that time, you don't come from them. You understand? Nobody comes from those cats today. We come from Adam. You understand? Then you get down to Noah, and then you come from either Ham, Shem, or Japheth. But Noah came from Adam. You understand? Right. So Adam is important in that regard, but Adam was always meant to be important towards the Israelites. So you have the first Adam, and then you have the last Adam. Read that again, Shah.
Con. From the top or from the last Adam?
From the last Adam.
The last Adam was made a quickening spirit.
So it was meant to show, this is supposed to show a contrast. So the first Adam is a living soul. He's a person who received laws, statutes, and commandments, like we already established. So the last Adam received something more profound, something a little different, something more profound. What did the last Adam receive?
The last Adam received the quickening spirit, which means the ability to save life, to give life.
The ability to give. He became a quickening spirit.
Yeah,
do we remember what quickening means from last class? What is quickening? What does quickening mean?
Quickening. I have to Google that.
Quickening. Give me another Google. On Christ. Y'all give me quickening. Open that chair right there. There's a chair right here. Go out. There's a chair right here. Just open that chair up. Quickening.
Come, my Lord.
Somebody got quickening? Let's go.
Quickening. So I have one out of one where it gives quickening. The Wikipedia is like it's talking about some okay, hold up. They're giving me a whole bunch of certain things here.
Quickening. Somebody give me quickening.
The definition of quickening.
Let me give y'all some help too, right? When I joined the school, it was mandatory for you to have a physical dictionary, a physical Bible dictionary, a physical Bible, and a physical apocrypha. Now you can access that on your phones now. That's too wild. I would just suggest this with this technology and how your phone could freeze and all these things like that. I used to come to class every week, multiple times a week with a backpack. Now, everything I had in my backpack is right here. It's right here. However, a physical Bible or a physical dictionary comes in handy for times like this, where you over here searching, your phone close out on you, your phone die on you, your phone do this, your phone lose internet real quick. It freeze up on you. Your rib call you in the middle of looking for quickening. crack the dictionary, peel to the Q section, peel to the QU section, go to quickening. Sometimes a little bit quicker. Sometimes it's just a backup, just to keep that in your heads. Y'all might want to have those physical items with you. There's no shame in that, especially when it comes to taking notes. If you're going to take them in your phone, that's fine, but you might want to write them down. So you might want to bring notepad and pen or pencil to class.
Come.
All right, good.
Come, sir.
Quickie. The online etymology dictionary. Come to life, receive life.
Mm-hmm.
Also, give life to.
And he was a quickening spirit. So that last definition that Adanya just said, give life to, that's what this is talking about. Because that's the definition of what Adanya? Quicken. He was a quickening spirit, meaning I can quicken you. You understand? I can give you life. I can bring you to life. The last Adam was given that. And you know this is who because of what, Adanya?
Because he's Christ.
This is Christ because what? Christ is the only man in the Bible that has the ability to give life. The men in ISRAELITES only have the ability to give life because we serve Christ. You understand? Because we're under Christ, we have the ability to do that. When that demon, give me what a demon jumped out of a demon on a man, chastised those men who was not in the truth. Those men who was not a part of the one body that were trying to cast out demons. I believe it's in Acts.
Come.
Let me see. My phone go freezing up right now. Acts 19 and 15. 19 and 13.
The book of Acts, chapter 19,
11.
verse
11.
Verse 11. And God wrought special miracles by the hands of Paul, so that from his body were brought unto the sick handkerchiefs or aprons, and the disease departed from them, and the evil spirits went out from them.
He was giving people life, but that's something reserved for Christ, isn't it?
Right.
So we're about to find out exactly how Paul did that. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Jesus, saying, we.
And they were, who are these people? These people were vagabond Jews. What does vagabond mean?
Someone without a home, sir.
Someone without a home. These are no-name Jews. These are done yet?
Fake Israelites.
Yeah, these are fake Israelites. This vagabond Jews is you a Jew without a home. You a Jew without a home. A lot of you brothers are here because somewhere in your spirit it resonated with you when ISRAELITES said a home of the truth. When everybody else was saying more than one person can have the truth, sounding like women. More than one person can have the truth. I don't understand how you could just say only you got the truth. They just don't. I don't understand. Why would y'all say that? That's why I can't get with YAHANNA. I can't get with the General. I got a problem with him from the 90s. I can't get with him. These brothers always saying they home of the truth. And a lot of you brothers, a lot of you brothers, it ain't resonate with your spirit. That ain't resonate with you because I've said since day one, I would even respect them more if they came out and just said ultimately, hey man, we the home of the truth. If they came out and just said we the home of the truth, I would at least look at you like at least you think we wrong.
Right.
But y'all think we right and y'all still not over here.
Good night.
That's the proof because y'all won't say home of the truth. Vagabond Jews, fake Israelites, they won't say home of the truth.
Right.
They gonna say everybody got a little bit of the truth. I never heard about the truth being split up. I never heard about that. You understand? I never heard 2 + 2 is 4. But if you go to Spain, 2 + 2 is 6. And then if you go to Portugal, 2 + 2 is 1. And then if you go to Australia, 2 + 2 is 9. I never heard about the truth being split up. I always heard about 2 + 2 being 4 no matter where you go.
Right.
The truth has always been the same. If 2 + 2 equals 4, it equals 4 everywhere.
Right.
You understand? The truth is supposed to maintain the same no matter where you're at. You don't go to another country and change your math. So why would you go to another Israelite group and try to claim they're the truth, that's why they don't claim they're the truth. They don't. And that's what resonated with so many of you, brothers. That's what resonated with me about the ISUPK saying home of the truth. There's just something about it saying home of the truth, home of the truth, home of the truth. And then reading this scripture and it's saying these are vagabond Jews.
Right.
Oh, there's Jews without a home. And when I read in the scriptures, there's Jews without a home, and then you have fake Israelites out here, Israelites, saying, you can't call yourself home of the truth. I said, well, that don't make no damn sense. Right. Because it says there's going to be Jews without a home. And then the only Jews that are claiming they have a home are in the ISUPK. Right. I knew right then and there the ISUPK had to be the truth. Right. It had to be the truth. And I just sat in class and just got confirmed. I sat in class and just listened and listened until brothers be right every day. And I said, well, surely this is the home of the truth. Read on. Read that line again. Read that line again. Come on. Read that line again. Come on.
Oh, so verse 14.
No, read that line again.
Oh, so then there was then certain
my Lord, I got it.
Of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Jesus, saying, we adjure you by Jesus whom Paul preaches.
Amen. Get out that ding. I'm going to go to camp in the name of Yahawashi, like the ISUPK. But you don't join the ISUPK. You don't join Paul. You understand that?
Right.
There's only ever been one body. Throughout the history of time, there's always been one body.
Right.
You read these different books, and you read Nehemiah and Ezra, and then you read where they were at camp together.
Right.
And the fake Israelite would have you believe, well, there was different books, different brothers writing books, and there's different books, and all those brothers, if they were alive at the same time, were in the same camp. Right. It was in the same goddamn body. It's always only ever been one body.
Right.
Read on.
Come.
I got you, Mama. Sorry.
No, you two out by the one.
And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew and chief of the priests, which did so.
7 men. 7 men decided to be a fake Israelite group and go to the corner. Go ahead.
And the evil spirit answered and said, Jesus I know, and Paul I know.
I know Christ. I know Yahawashi. I know he has the ability to give life. Paul I know. I know Paul served under Yahawashi. And Paul has the ability to give life because he served under Yahawashi. Right. For you brothers that have a problem serving another man.
Right.
All of Paul's power, all you fake Israelites, all you freelance Israelites on YouTube and Facebook, Twitters, Instagrams, and TikToks that have an issue with serving another man. Paul only had the man you love reading about in the New Testament. Right here. These demons are saying a demon is nothing but an evil angel.
Right.
This ain't something in hell with little horns and nothing like that. Right. A demon is an evil angel.
Right.
It's just like the other angels, but it's sent to harm you.
Right.
It's sent to do things to you. That demon said, I know Paul. Right. And he knows Paul because Paul served Yahawashi. For all you brothers that have an issue serving a man, when you read the New Testament and you read Galatians, Corinth, when you read Colossians, when you read Acts, when you read all these books that were written by Paul, understand you are reading wise words that you love so much from a man who served another man.
Yeah. Right.
Read on.
Jesus I know, and Paul I know.
And Paul I know. I know Paul too. Good.
But who are ye?
Who the hell are you? Who are you? You on the corner doing all this yapping. Who the hell are you? I'm going to beat you with a flip-flop.
Right.
I'm going to beat you with a flip-flop. I'm going to do things to you I wouldn't do to Paul. I see Paul and my job is to kill people, unalive, excuse me, YouTube. My job is to unalive people who don't serve the Lord. And when I see Paul, I say, that is Paul who serves God, and I'm going this way. When I see you, I said, let me go over there. I got some business over there. I could get something off over there. I got something to do over there. Read on.
Who are ye?
Who are ye? Okay.
And the man in whom the evil spirit, and in the man whom the evil spirit was leaped on them.
Leaped on them. And the man in whom the evil spirit was, leaped on them. That spirit that was on those men leaped on the men who was trying to be Israelites. It leaped on the 7 fake Israelites. Read what happened.
Come, sir. It overcame them.
And overcame them. This is a lesson for you brothers. You cannot call ISUPK, get a couple breakdowns, watch a couple radio shows, watch a couple classes, get a couple counsels, and go back to the world and think you're going to serve up people in the world. Those demons, because then all you can do is call back and say, well, I tried to fight them, and now I feel like unaliving myself. What the hell is wrong with me? What's happening? And them demons that was on them jumped on you because you ain't no priest.
Right.
You ain't no priest. You over here trying to do a priest job, and it's none of your business to be trying to do what the hell you trying to do. Now, if you want to do what these men do, there's a protocol you can go through.
Damn right.
There's a troopership program you can go through, and you can become these men. But you cannot just go out and try to do what these men do because you watched a couple radio shows and you watched a couple classes and you showed up to the cookout one time and was sitting there grilling and smiling and cheesing. That doesn't make you a priest. You understand? What Paul went through, Paul had to be subservient to Christ, serve Christ, do things for Christ that Christ asked him to do, obey the orders Christ gave him, and then Paul received such power when Christ passed. Paul was second in command.
Right.
Paul was second in command to Peter.
Right.
And both of those men who led Israel after Christ died, both of those men followed Christ solely until his death. You understand? Now, what did I bring this up for? Christ was given the ability to make alive, and the demons acknowledge Christ's ability to make alive. This is how you know Christ is the last Adam. Because everybody who you read about in the Bible who has the ability to give life served him.
Right.
And had to serve him.
Right.
And anybody who didn't was a what? A vagabond Jew. They were a vagabond. They didn't have a home. And if you tried, you thought you were going to give life and you didn't serve the man who gave life, well, then the demons would jump on you because you're not qualified to give life. Right. This isn't a light duty. This isn't a light job. This is something that has to be taken very seriously. And when you brothers be out there pretending, I pray for you because you're playing with your life.
Right.
You're playing with your goddamn life, standing on that corner because the police are not going to respect you.
Right.
They don't respect you.
Right.
The demons don't respect you. The angels don't smile upon you. Nobody likes you doing what you're doing. Nobody. Except you. Except you on the corner with your little signs and your curtains on, and you're over there talking about Christ this and Christ that. When Christ said in the last days, I shall say, I never knew you.
Right.
You understand that? Christ is the only man in Daniel who was given the power to give life. He's a quickening spirit. We read the definition of quicken, which is to give life. He's a quickening. He gave life. I give life to people. You follow me, you're going to be able to give life. So the first Adam was Christ. He was given the law, statutes, and commandments. And the last Adam, this is how you could prove Christ was Adam without even going anywhere. Right. Because if he's the last Adam, and you know Adam is there's only one, he's Adam.
Come on.
Right. There's one Adam. The first Adam, the last Adam, that's the same Adam. There's no two different Adams. He's Adam. The first Adam got the law, statutes, and commandments. The last Adam was a quickening spirit. Well, Christ is the only quickening spirit.
Come.
He's the ultimate quickening. He's able to give other people the ability. So if he's the last Adam, he's the first Adam.
Right.
So Christ was the man who got those laws, statutes, and commandments in the beginning. All the way back then, you could prove reincarnation and Christ was Adam and all of that right here without even going anywhere else.
Right.
You just pull this one scripture and say, if Christ was the quickening spirit, and it's talking about the same Adam, then Christ was the first Adam as well. You understand?
Right.
And that goes right in line where it says John 1:1, in the word, when it says the word was with God, the word is Christ. That spirit of Christ was with God from the beginning. Christ was the only thing that the Lord actually made himself. And then Christ made the angels, and then Christ told the angels make everything else.
Come.
And the word was with God. That means Christ was there the whole time. She said, how was he Adam? Because that spirit that was in Adam was that spirit of Christ. And then when who you know as Yahushua came, or Jesus Christ, that spirit came back into that man.
That's right.
Back into that. Yeah, that spirit came back again into that man.
So
When we say vagabond Jews, right? Because they just ran from place to place without a home. Would those be considered Gentiles too, in that sense? Well, within that context? Because they didn't keep the laws. If they were vagabonds, they didn't stick around and keep the laws, right? They just went to and fro. And
they behave like Gentiles.
Okay.
They behave like Gentiles. When Israelites are called Gentiles in the scriptures, you're only saying they behave like Gentiles.
Okay.
You're not actually a Greek, like a Hellenist. Like those things, that is a Israelite acting like a Jew. I mean, that is an Israelite acting like a Gentile. You understand? You got it done?
Come on, can you read?
No, I'm asking, do you got it? That's all I need. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions?
Khan, sir. Yeah, I mean, like statements. It's like it was a lot of vagabond Jews with their little fake Passovers and everything going on Instagram.
Right.
It's going all over, and they curtains and they, you know what I mean, and they t-shirts with the goddamn fringes all on them.
Right.
And all of that, and they was acting like they was so goddamn rinchy.
Was they at our Passover?
Hell no, they wasn't.
So I mean, they was having a party.
They was having a party.
Let them have a party.
Come, son.
They want to have a party. They want to have a party, and I've been to a couple parties. I've been to a couple house parties. I mean, they was having a house party. They was having a house party.
The club night,
strippers included. It was just having a house party.
Night. Good night.
Any other questions? So remember, I can weekly. I want to bring y'all questions on Friday. One second. All right, somebody give me 1 Peter 5. 1 Peter 5 and 8.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 8.
3 and 8. Excuse me, 3 and 8. It was a little blurry on my screen, so like you gave. 1 Peter's 3 and 8.
This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 8.
That's right.
Finally, be ye all of one mind.
Finally, be ye all of one mind. Today, we're going to teach you a valuable lesson. That will take you far in the work of the Lord. It's going to take you far in the eyes of men and in the eyes of the Lord, which is a lesson of how to watch your mouth. A lesson of how to watch your mouth and watch your actions and watch your movements and watch what you do, because this is a job of a militant man. You can always go be a homeless Jew. You can always go be a homeless Jew. I know a lot of those. You go be a Facebook Jew. You go be an Instagram Jew, a TikTok Jew. You could be an offline or nobody knows you Jew. But you can't be a man in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge without some tact. You understand? Without some discipline about yourself. All right? Read it from the top.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 8. Finally,
somebody give me the definition of tact.
Finally, be ye all of one mind.
T-A-C-T. Be ye all of one mind. Be ye all having the same mind. Don't be separate from one another. Everybody be alike. Everybody be alike, meaning you could like the Giants and I could like the Jets. Because it done, you definitely like the Giants. You definitely like the Jets. You can like the Giants and I can like the Jets. And you can like Tank and I can like Shakur. And you can like this and I can like that. But when it comes to the scriptures, when it comes to the behaviors that you exhibit in your life, be ye the same. Be the same man. Be the same man as your brother. You should be very fucking predictable. Very predictable. I should know what all of you are doing every day, all day, and I never talk to you. What does that mean? My gosh.
That means that we're doing the Lord's work in this world, one track, one accord.
Shop.
Be ye
No,
all of one mind.
I thought you was about to answer.
Oh,
To come.
Sir, keen sense of your brother. Your brother's doing.
Con, but what I'm saying is you can. Let me help you. Adanya could be playing the game. Mawasar could be chilling on the couch watching the movie, drinking some liquor. Kashak could be mixing some songs. I couldn't see your hand. You're supposed to be sitting in here, right? You're supposed to be in here. Bring that chair in here. Kashak could be mixing down songs. Ayash could be he could be sports betting online. I don't give a hell what you're doing. But I know that everything y'all doing is not only righteous. It's not only righteous. It's not embarrassing either. It's not embarrassing. I know you. You understand? I know you and I know what you're doing without having to know what you're doing. You understand?
right.
I know you and know what you're doing without even having to know what you're doing. That's the power of knowing your brother, of knowing one another. You can know what they're doing without even knowing what they're doing. I call it done, he say, I'm at the barbershop. I call it done, he say, I'm playing the game. I call my Wasar, he say, I'm watching a movie. I call my Wasar, he say, I'm watching the Cowboys. I call Kashak, I want my red. I call Kashak, I'm mixing songs. I call Ayash, I'm on a computer. I'm sports betting. I call Ayash, I'm having a drive around town. And I know none of you are sinning. And I know none of you are being embarrassing because I know you.
Damn right.
You're all doing different things, but I know you are doing nothing different than I would do.
Come on.
Read that verse again.
Come on. It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind.
Be ye all of one mind. Go ahead.
Having compassion.
Having compassion. Go ahead.
One of another.
One of another. Go ahead.
Love as brethren.
Love as brethren.
Be pitiful.
Be pitiful.
Be courteous.
Be courteous. Be understanding towards another man's issue. Let somebody air out all your goddamn issues you had when you was coming to goddamn school.
Damn right.
Be understanding of men's issues when men are trying to come serve the Lord.
Damn right.
Be understanding before somebody gets on the internet and airs you out
Damn right.
for the things you were going through when you were trying to come into the school and how embarrassing it was when you was trying to come into the goddamn school.
Right.
Be mindful and be careful of the things you say and things you do because you need to have compassion on one another and be careful mouthed. You understand?
Come.
Ayash,
Definition on tact.
give me the definition of tact.
Definition: adroitness and sensitivity in dealing with others or with difficult issues.
Sensitivity with dealing with others or sensitive issues. There's a do y'all know who Dave Portnoy is? Dave Portnoy is a white man that's the owner of Barstool Sports. You know Barstool Sports?
Yeah, I know Barstool Sports.
Barstool Sports. Dave Portnoy is the owner of Barstool Sports. You know $1 million worth of game. $1 million worth of game signed a contract with Barstool Sports. So subsequently signing a contract with Dave Portnoy. And that contract with Barstool Sports did not make Barstool their boss, but instead offered a partnership where they would reach a larger audience, maintain 100% of ownership of the business,
Right.
and Barstool would make money, and $1 million a game would make money. Right? They made a lot of money signing this contract. That young sister, Angel Reese, won the WNBA championship. Let me go on record right now. Y'all not gonna like me for this.
Oh boy. Oh man, I'm my safe.
There's two things y'all not gonna like me for. You might like me for the first one. Y'all might.
Controversial.
Adanya, she's a tall drink of yes. Yes. I seen a video today of her talking to somebody else during the tournament, talking about some. You not cut like that. You not cut like that. I just smiling, just because Adanya, I'm cut like that. You're not cut like that. And she talking to her. I was talking to her, and I'm turn the guy. Let me scroll. Keep scrolling. I keep scrolling. Get the hell off the video. Keep scrolling. She's a tall drinker. Yes. Here's the other one. Yes, we love you, black women playing these sports. Yes, we do. We love you, women who are playing sports.
Yes.
Your value is not in playing sports.
Right.
We do love you, and if you're playing sports, you should be treated fairly as a black woman. Still,
Right.
Absolutely. Your value isn't in playing sports. If you want true support, you should do the true things that a black woman should get heralded for. You should absolutely be uplifted and given a light to shine on you for doing the true things that the Lord finds amazing. The Lord finds it amazing when you have one man from your youth. One man.
Right.
When you birth him soldiers, he finds it amazing.
Right.
When you fry unleavened bread for the Feast of Unleavened Bread, he finds it amazing. When you cook for priests coming from camp, he finds it amazing.
Right.
It's amazing. And you sisters, you will get the support of the black community for dribbling that damn ball. But I just want you to understand something. Your true support and your true value is not going to come from you dribbling that goddamn ball. It won't. I know everybody's on this goddamn train where this is atrocious and Jill Biden invited the losers and the winners. First time somebody ever did that. And of course, it's because the losing team is all white. And there was big outrage because Angel Reese said she did the "You Can't See Me" to the white girl. But the white girl was doing "You Can't See Me" in the previous round when she won.
Right.
When she won, she was doing that.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as Angel Reese does, they go, "Oh, it was classless. It was disgusting. I just can't believe it." And of course, the immediate hypocrisy gets brought up. But you just did this last round. Y'all said none of that. As a matter of fact, they used it as promotion on ESPN to promote the championship round. They have Caitlin Clark going in the promotional video, the little white girl doing in the promotional video for the championship round. She gets the dog slack beat out of her, a 102 to 85 or something like that.
Right.
Destroyed. Just
Right.
destroyed. Just destroyed because she ain't cut like that.
Destroyed.
She wasn't cut like that. She wasn't cut like that. Hold your peace. Hold your peace. Remain. Have tact. Have tact. You understand? And of course, we're going to support the sister. But her value absolutely comes from something that's unrelated to dribbling that ball. So you'll receive the support from the black community, but your value doesn't come from that.
Right.
And I just hope and pray that you understand that and you come to learn that. Back to tact. Being sensitive with dealing with these issues. We're dealing with this tact. You have to have tact when dealing with people. When you are dealing with certain situations, you have to have tact. I would love to come on here and rail on how I don't care about WNBA basketball. I don't care about college women's basketball. I don't care. Somebody asks me about it, I'm going to say, I like my sandwiches toasted. What are you talking about? I don't care about NCAA women's basketball. I really don't care. But you have to understand that these women, they like playing basketball, which isn't a sin.
Right.
And they are being racially mistreated based off of a damn thing that Tony Ayo started.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So you have to handle that with what? Tact. Handle that with tact. Yes, sister, you are being mistreated. That is unfair. That is completely unfair, sister. It's unfair. White America will never give you that. They'll never give you that what you deserve. They'll never give you that. And at the same time, you're going to have to kindly pivot towards the true issue, which is you don't have black men in your corner because you're not in the corner of black men.
Right.
You're not serving the God of blacks. So how could you ever hope to be respected by your enemies? How could you hope? You're not serving your God. Of course they're going to get on ESPN and blast you.
Damn right.
Of course they are. You're not standing there serving your God. So you have to handle that with tact. And I want you brothers to use something like that as a lesson when you're moving throughout the earth to handle it with tact. When you were dealing with your ribs, deal with tact. When you were dealing with your brothers, deal with tact. When you were dealing with strangers, tact. Because there's some situations you can get yourself into that you don't have to.
Right.
You don't have to get in that situation. You didn't have to, but you brought it to yourself by being tactless, being tasteless, by being a brute.
Right.
By acting like you were not taught training on how to verbally deal with people. We beat demons off of people with words.
Right.
That's what we do. That's what we do. So when you were dealing in your everyday life, you must have a mouth of gold. People should look at you like, the things you say are so wise, but you look like you would kill me. That is exactly, I got you, Rashad. That is exactly how you need to move throughout your life. Because tact is it's the difference between having the police department like you and getting harassed on the corner every week when you go speak. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It's the difference. It's the difference between going to camp and a police officer walking up to you and saying, "What's good, bro? You going? What's good, bro? What's happening? What you doing?" We just setting up same old regular schmegular. Yeah, we parked that. Yeah, you park right there. Oh, yeah, they got you on the corner today. Yeah, man. Ooh. Oh, why? Yeah, we ain't gonna do nothing. We're gonna keep the noise moderate. Ooh. Yeah, I got you, man. I see you. Ooh, all right, bro. All right. And getting up out of there versus, where's your permit?
Right.
Yeah.
The police don't ask us for permits no more.
I
didn't get asked.
Yeah,
We don't get asked for permits no more. You understand?
Right.
We don't get asked for permits no more.
Right.
You know why? Because it's not about who has the bigger voice. You understand? It's not about who can prove the other one to be a sucker. It's not what it's about. It's about having tact to the end of your goal. What is your goal?
Right.
Is your goal to preach the word of Christ, or is your goal to prove to this police officer that you're tougher than him?
Right.
What's your goal? You don't prove you're tougher than him, of course. Where's your permit? What? Woo! And then you could beat him. So if it comes to that, you'll beat him. Versus becoming friends with the police and having handshakes with the police officers. That's something in the streets brothers could never imagine. Why the hell would I be touching his hand?
Right.
When I touch his hand, if I touch him, I'm going to hurt him. Brothers don't understand that.
Right.
So you come into the truth, and it's like, is he dapping him up? Why is he touching him?
Right.
Why is he touching him? I will sit there and have the greatest relationship with the police.
Right.
The greatest relationship. Okay.
Yes, sir. That's so heavy what you brought out, because I'll be at the slave so early in the morning. It's dark outside. They hunt our steps. So of course, Esau, his police force is right there on the corner, checking out the situation. And what I do is I go up to them. Hey, how you doing? If you guys got to use the restroom, you know what I'm saying? This building's open. They go, oh, thanks, man.
Do it with tact.
You understand? Yeah.
Let me offer you something. Let me offer you. Hey, you ain't got to drive to Dunkin' Donuts. Come in here if you got to use the bathroom. I ain't got to do that. I ain't do that. You deal with tact, brother. When you dealing with your ribs, a lot of y'all dealing with these women. I got you, sir. I do have you. When it comes to these women, man, you brothers, please understand. The Bible was serious when it said she's the weaker vessel. It was dead. I know you think the Bible was joking. Because she called you a weak nigga all day long. So you think the Bible joking and you got to be weak. Oh, damn, she called me weak all day. I was wrong. She said, I'm weak. No, brother, no. She is the weaker vessel. When it comes to dealing with these women, I'm going to give y'all 2 pieces of advice. I'm going to give y'all General Hyman's advice. If you're going to argue, you better win.
Yes, right.
Damn right.
Argue with this broad, you better win. She get the yelling and opening her mouth, you better win. Win and make her quit. Make her tap out. Make her tap out. She gonna call you's an ain't-ass nigga. And oh yeah? How those abortions holding up? Dig deep, dig deep. Dig deep, because she won't spare you up. She won't. When it comes time to tear you down to nothing, she won't spare you. So if she has the audacity to address you with anything other than my Lord,
Right.
I mean, she had it coming.
Right.
She had it coming. I would love to show you nothing but love.
Right.
Because I like my sandwiches toasted. I would love to just show you nothing but love. However, if you think you're going to talk to me like that, well, now we're going to get into you.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about you. And I'm going to make you feel bad. Make you feel bad. I'm going to go have sex with somebody else tonight. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna have sex with somebody else. And I won't care about you. Don't care. And I'll leave you in the house crying and all of that. And yes, I'm a terrible person. Yes. All of that. Why? Because even if she can't talk with tact, then you have a right to deal with it like that. But you brothers, a lot of the problems y'all have with these women, I'm coming to notice, is because y'all have to categorize them differently from a man. She is not a man. She's not a trooper. You can't expect her to listen like a trooper. I expect more obedience from a trooper in this school than a wife that I've had for 25 years.
Good night.
Do you understand that? A wife you've had for 25 years should not be held to the standard of a trooper.
Damn.
Standard of a trooper. You understand that? It's just not equal. And if you think I'm lying, go take your longest tenured rib or revisit this conversation with me 10 years from now. And then talk to a trooper right after that. And you tell me which one you expect more of. You tell me.
Right.
You tell me. Because she will always be the weaker vessel. She can be here for 10 years. Get a husband after being in the troop for 10 years, and that husband will immediately pass her in knowledge, in discipline, in wisdom, in tact, in everything, because the Lord did not put a woman above a man.
Right.
So he will immediately pass her in those things. A trooper is more, you should have more expected out of a trooper than a woman. And you brothers have to stop treating these women like they are troopers.
Right.
Stop.
Okay.
Now that does not mean you accept some lazy broad, can't get up, make a dollar, can't get up, clean, can't get up, cook, can't listen, can't obey. But when she fails to do something, I'm not surprised.
Right.
When a trooper calls me and, sir, I couldn't show up because I'm looking at you like, oh, really? This nigga don't love God. This nigga just can't love God. I just can't do it. I can't deal with that. You understand? I can't deal with that.
Right.
I mean, she says she fails in something. It's like, yeah. I crashed the car, but it's only the left side of the bumper. I understand. Sean, I got you. I understand. I understand, sister. I understand. As a trooper, when you tell me I can't show up to camp, why you can't show up to camp? Yeah, sir. I don't know, man. I expect more out of you.
Right.
You understand? I expect greater things. I expect greater things from a man who's going to serve God versus a woman who I've been with for 15 years. Right. You understand that?
Right.
Uncle Sean.
It's like, if I may, sir, it's a glorious thing that you bring up this thing, tact, because we got called. We made the news. We made the news in North Carolina,
Right.
as being a hateful guerrilla group, and compared to the KKK, right? But you
have choice words.
Come on, sir.
Being compared to other hate groups.
Other hate groups. Come on, sir.
Or being compared to hate groups.
To a hate
ISUPK is not a hate group.
Right.
The white man is lying on us.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, I will say this, right, sir. Now, you know that I drove down with several brothers. And everywhere, I'm talking about, now we done stopped in Virginia. We done stopped in Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
We done stopped at Walmart's.
Mm-hmm.
We done went to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
We done stopped in PA.
Get to it. The people love you.
Everybody loved us. Every Walmart, every Wawa, every Waffle House.
Understand?
They said to us, the lady said,
despite your verbal reputation amongst the white man,
what?
Because of your behavior, Because of how you present yourselves, the people who actually see you just go, they are amazing.
Sir.
They are amazing.
That's facts.
It's gonna come.
I just don't understand why they would make these news stories about them.
Right,
I don't
sir.
understand. You know why they don't understand? And this is the reason why the Lord doesn't allow race mixing. They don't understand because you was never meant to live in a land intermingled with white people.
Right.
You were never meant to live in a land intermingled with Asians. The Lord said, I left them all around you to prove yourself.
Right.
Meaning, I want them to be around you. I want you to live in the land of Israel, and they'll have their lands, and they'll be around you. If you know Israel, Israel is dead smack in the middle of all the other lands.
Right.
And you should act nothing like them, even though they're all around you.
Right.
The Lord does not like mixing the races.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives are one race. We are different tribes amongst one race.
Right.
Same as you got American whites, you got Russian whites, you got Australian whites, you got these whites, that's whites. You got these Africans, you got these Africans, you got South Africa,
Right.
you got Zimbabwe, you got Ghana, you got Nigeria, you got Angola. You got all these different Africans, but they're all African.
Right.
Okay. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are all Israelites. We're all one race, which is 12 different tribes inside of that race.
Right.
The Lord hates race mixing.
Right.
For that exact reason. The things you find near and dear to your heart, like loving blacks and Hispanics, the white man finds disturbing and disgusting, and it's nothing to be held dear to your heart. You celebrate. We celebrated in Passover. We celebrated the little African people just biting the dust. We celebrated that.
Right.
We went to Passover and celebrated African children and cattle and if there was a frog with a firstborn son in Africa at that time, he died.
Damn right.
Right.
He died. And we went down there unalived, and we went down there and celebrated the unaliving of a lot of things.
Right.
A lot of things got unalived, and we went down there and we rejoiced and we celebrated and we drank and ate lamb and unleavened bread. And they couldn't understand that. They can understand that when you do it, but they understand on 11. They understand Pearl Harbor. They understand all of these things, but they don't understand when you want to celebrate your redemption.
Right.
That's because the races was never meant to be like this. It was never meant to be together because the things you hold near and dear to you, the harming of your people, they never respect because it's not them. The same way you look at 9/11 and go, I mean, come on, like 3,000 people, come on, like, for real.
Right.
Look at Pearl Harbor, like, okay, they bombed you, then y'all bombed them back, get over it. The same way how you look at it like that, they hold that near and dear to their heart, as they should.
That's correct.
But you have a right to hold Passover near and dear to your heart.
Right.
And they just, they just can't accept that. And that's because you was never meant to be around them. That was never meant to live together, because as soon as our father died, Esau said, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to unalive him. I'm going to hurt Jacob after I'm done crying for my father. You could never live close to a man like that.
Right.
The man couldn't even focus on mourning for his dad. His unalived father, his dead father. He couldn't finish mourning for him before the thought came across his head, I'm going to unalive. And it's not because you did it. It's because you don't like you. He was never meant to be around somebody like that, intermingled.
Right.
He was always meant to be on the outskirts. Other races was meant to be on the outskirts as a punishment for you. You understand? Not a punishment for you. That's Esau. It was meant to be on the outskirts as a test for you. The Africans, they're going to try to shave their head. They're going to make carvings in their flesh and get tattoos. Understand? White people going to have all these gods. Arabs is going to have all these gods. You can't serve them or do what they do. You must serve me.
Damn right.
You understand?
Come on.
That's what you were supposed to do. But back to what I was talking about. When you are dealing with each other, you must have tact. When you are dealing with your enemies, you must have tact.
Come.
Because the Lord will make your enemies love you.
That's right.
He'll make your enemies love you just because of how you talk.
Right.
Because of how you talk. Every slavery I've ever worked, I hated everybody in there. I couldn't stand nobody in the goddamn slavery. No goddamn body, but I made sure I didn't disrespect anybody. I didn't talk out of turn. Every slavery I've had, I've been offered a manager job, a manager position. I made sure I just did my job and was respectful and went home. And it's the same way when dealing with strangers in the street. You brothers have to maintain respect, especially when somebody might be talking out of turn to you. Somebody might be saying something you're not appreciating right now. You understand? Or you might feel like I want to fire off on him. Can't do that. You can't do that. You understand? Now, somebody dares attempt to assault you, you handle your business. But you cannot get into altercations because of your lack of discipline at the mouth. You understand? First Peter's 5 and what? Where we at? 11? Where we at?
No, 3 and 8.
3 and 8. Read on.
That was the end of 8, sir.
9.
It's the book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 9. Not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing.
Not rendering evil for evil, or railing for railing. You don't have to go eye for an eye with somebody. It's not necessary. There's no need for you to go eye for an eye with somebody. It's not necessary. It's not necessary in the least bit. Somebody can sit there and say, I will whoop your behind. And you know what you got to do sometimes? Sometimes. Do this sometimes. What you got to do? Nothing.
Right.
Nothing. Because did they touch you? Will they touch you? Are you not? You're a trained man. You're a trained man. You have to hold yourself to a pedestal. Just try to switch this around in your mind. Take these broads off that pedestal you got in your mind. Take them off that pedestal and put yourself there.
Right.
Put yourself there. There's a what talking to me. There's a what. I'm going to keep walking because he doesn't know who he's talking to. I'm going to ignore this because they don't know who they're talking to.
Right.
You understand? Or you can verbally beat that demon off of them. I've been there multiple times. You have to verbally talk to somebody and tell them in a polite and kind way that I would kill you. That I would unalive you. You understand? You have to tell them in a polite and kind way. Look, brother, I don't know what issue there is between me and you, but I ain't really got an issue with you. No, I'm trained. I don't have issues with people. You got an issue with something? Oh, we don't have no issue. Yeah, it's just a big misunderstanding, brother. That's all. Yeah, I would hate for anything between us to go left. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Yeah, no sweat. We go out for a drink sometime. No sweat, brother. Yeah, it's just a big misunderstanding. That's all. I wish you the absolute best. I don't want no harm to come to you. And you keep it pushing. You understand? Right. You ain't got to return evil for evil. You understand? Somebody say something you feel like is out of turn to you, you can address it without feeling like somebody is challenging your manhood. Every time somebody says something to you, they're not challenging your manhood. You understand? Sometimes there's a demon on that person that would like you to get a demon on you. Now you calling me about situations that was avoidable.
Right.
You understand?
Sir.
Read on.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Or railing for railing, Salakia. Now they getting on you. They talking, just running their mouth, and you feel like I'm about to talk and run my mouth. Every brother isn't like this. I know a few brothers like this. I can't argue like that. I'll argue about the work of the Lord. Work of the Lord, I'll go to the corner, I'll debate, I'll cut you. I'll cut you and I'll destroy you. I'll have a debate. We can get in a setting and have an actual debate. But I won't argue. I know 0 and I know 100. I know, let's work this out. And I know these. Or these. I don't know arguing and yelling back and forth. I don't know that. And some brothers should try that. Some of you brothers should try that because everything doesn't require your response.
Con.
You understand?
Con.
I mean, something has to be beneath you unless you're on the floor.
Good night.
Something got to be beneath
Yeah.
you.
That's heavy.
Something got to be beneath you. You don't have to respond to everything. You feel like everything is just challenging your manhood out. Everything is challenging your manhood. The broad, she denies you, and that challenges your manhood. No, you don't got to do that. You don't have to do that. Some young cat get to run in his mouth and challenges your manhood. That don't have to challenge your manhood out. They don't have to. You understand? There's a power that comes with knowing that you would hurt somebody. You usually tend to not try to hurt somebody.
Right.
Because I know what's going to happen if I get to the point where I feel like now I have to hurt you. Cops in court cases and jail sentences. So I don't want to hurt you. That could be the unaliving of somebody's son. I don't want that.
Right.
I know what could happen. So I didn't hear what you said just now.
Right.
Yeah.
Come. But contrary-wise, blessing, knowing that ye are thereunto called, that ye should inherit a blessing.
But contrarily, blessing, I'm going to talk to you. What situation was that? What was that? What was that? I'll just take this random one. What situation was that, man? I'm thinking the best situation to give y'all. I love giving real life examples. I love giving real life. Let's take when you brothers tried to. Do y'all brothers remember when y'all tried to have that cookout outside, that homosexual that left the school's house?
Yeah.
Oh, in the driveway.
Sir.
Do y'all remember that? Right outside his goddamn driveway. Y'all tried to have a cookout.
I remember.
And some African man came and knocked all the damn chicken on the floor.
Yeah.
Like an idiot. Like a goddamn idiot. Like a buffoon.
And then scooped it back inside.
And scooped it back up like we him, and we eat stuff off the floor.
Good.
Like we live like him. We don't live like you. We eat things that are cleaned and cooked all the way. No dog. You understand? And of course, he knocks all the chicken on the floor. I'm not there at the time. I forget what I'm doing. I receive calls and phone calls about you brothers. Kashak walk, he storms up. Kashak's mad. Kashak storms out. Kashak gets us out of here. I get a call from the homosexual. I get a call from him explaining the whole situation, busting it down. I'm this, that, and the third, and telling you brothers how to handle it. And the way to handle that, although he knocked down the chicken, and we black, we like chicken. Why would you do that? Why would you knock down that chicken? He was going to eat that.
Right.
I believe I told y'all to make him pay for it, didn't I not? He had to pay for it. He had to pay money for that chicken. And let him go. I said, let him pay for it, let it go. And Kashak was pissed off. Kashak was mad. Kashak was walking off. Kashak was all of this. And I had to have the homo put me on speaker. I had to have the ABC member put me on speaker. Put me on speaker so I could speak to y'all at one time, so I could squash this animosity towards this African. Why? Although he's our enemy, you don't have to beat feces down the man's leg,
My Lord.
for knocking over. Voice. You don't have to beat feces down the man's leg for knocking over some chicken off of a grill. You understand? It wasn't necessary. It just wasn't that deep. Yes, he should pay for it. I believe he gave up money. I think I told you I'll go back and get more money. You ain't have to beat him up, though. But you let him know. Look, I'll take money this time. Stop being an idiot. Because sometimes when you behave like an idiot, stupid things can happen to you, too. So I'll take this money this time. And we'll deal with the chicken shortage. But in the future, you might want to be careful with which chicken you're knocking over. I believe y'all gave a brother an option to help him park and all types of things. The heathen, an option to help him park and all types of accommodations so that this idiot didn't knock over our chicken. The idiot declined and the idiot still knocked over our chicken. And I would understand the feeling to physically harm him because he's already our enemy.
Mm-hmm.
He's already an enemy, and then you didn't listen to the help I offered to you. So yes, now I would like to harm you. However, however, you have to deal with it with some tact. That's not something worthy of beating him up for. It's not worthy. It's not worth it. Hold yourself to a higher standard. What do you let your hands go for? It got to be something greater than that. I mean, that's nothing. What the hell is that? For you, for a priest in training to let these go, there got to be something serious. Got to be something serious. I mean, I'm a man of discipline, and I'm a man of integrity and dignity and honor. And you want me to let these go? They got to be a real serious situation.
Yeah, I'm right, sir.
Got to be serious. I mean, I'm not letting these go. I'm much rather. I feel like it's more masculine for you to talk a demon off somebody. It's more masculine for you to make somebody feel like half a homo from your words.
Right.
It's way more masculine for you to walk away from the situation having thrown none of these right here. You ain't thrown none of these. And the whole time he's left it like a homo. Right. And you just walking away. I'm going to the house and go watch the game. I don't know what else I'm going to do. And he's sitting there pissed off. Pissed the hell off because he know he wrong. You done cut him 12 different ways to hell. And now he don't know what the hell to do with himself. That's much better. The feeling is much better than laying these on somebody.
Right.
You understand?
Absolutely.
Read on.
Common concept.
And that is also like it. That's what I was saying. That's a blessing. That's the blessing I was talking about. I just blessed you. I just prevented you from dying.
Damn right.
You understand? I just prevented that. I prevented that because I could have done something to you that would have did something to you.
Right.
However, I gave you a lesson. I only took cash out your pocket, and then I gave you a lesson. Watch your mouth.
Right.
Watch your actions. Because everybody doesn't have as much discipline as a man inside the ISUPK.
Yeah,
right. Do this to somebody that really wanted that damn chicken.
Yeah, right.
There's a goddamn video on social media I've been watching over and over again for the past 3 months of a neighbors having a dispute in a goddamn open field in a snowstorm. And it was all shoveling out their cars, and somebody was shoveling the wrong spot, and they just been having these shovel wars for years. And they said enough is enough. He threw his damn shovel down. He went in the house, grabbed his rifle, and popped everybody in the head. Over snow. Over snow. I mean, somebody gonna really want that chicken, man. You should probably, because Shock really wanted that chicken. You probably.
Sir. I love chicken.
Everybody gonna want that goddamn chicken. Everybody. But some men are not gonna say that your life is more valuable than chicken. Some men will look at you and say, your life isn't more valuable than this chicken's life. In the same way I'm going to cook this chicken, I'll cook you. It's possible. It's possible. And you could let somebody walk away with a damn blessing. Tact, Akim. You could let somebody walk away with a blessing. A pure blessing of, when he went up them stairs, he was breathing heavy. When he gave you $30, and then somebody knocked on his door like this, yeah, I think we're going to get another 30. And goes back upstairs. You know why? I thought they were coming back for my life.
Right.
You understand?
I
look like I would do that to you, don't I? I will. Not right now. Not right now. I just want to do it right now. Right now, I'll take $30. Right now, I'll take $30. And I'll leave you with this blessing that somebody else would do that to you over chicken because they're doing it over snow. You don't eat snow.
Right.
Leave them with a blessing. There's no need to go railing for railing. You could leave somebody with a blessing.
Right.
Continue.
10, sir, or you want to go into 9 again? 10. Come upon verse 10. For he that will love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil, and his lips that they speak no guile.
Just watch your mouth. Same old, watch your mouth. somebody's talking to you foul and evil, you know, there's a righteous way to get at somebody. Like I said, your rib getting on you. I mean, and she asking for it, you know. She just might hear about everything that she's nasty about. You understand? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with giving her what she's asking for. Ain't nothing wrong with that. However, you do in general want to keep your mouth from evil. You understand? You do in general want to do that. Sometimes your rib is going to be talking, yelling out the side of her goddamn neck out. And even then, sometimes you got to be above that and go to your other rib house.
All right.
Go to your other rib house. Call me. Call the Dunyan. Somebody in here want to drink. And you ain't got to be in the house with your rib. You understand? You ain't got to be there. You don't always got to go back and forth. I had some nut and his whore outside my house last night, yelling and screaming. The cops got called and the fire truck is on the block because he locked out the house and they better ramming the door in. And I would like to go to bed. I'd like to go to bed.
Right.
And the argument, and here's the messed up part. The man knows that the woman be talking smack about him. So she's talking to a neighbor, but she wasn't talking smack this time. He assumed she was, came outside losing his mind. That woman had so much power over that brother. He went out there and lost his goddamn mind, and thus the whole situation started. So she's outside calling him all type of P's, you P, and da-da-da-da, but nobody's saying nothing about you. And I'm just upstairs like, yeah, she wasn't saying nothing about you. I mean, I don't know why you had to come outside. You could have just stayed in the house. You could have stayed in the house, man. Like, you know, waking me up. She wasn't saying nothing about you. And I'm sitting there listening to the whole goddamn thing. Like, this would be solved if she didn't have this power over you.
Damn right.
This would be solved if you just, she started annoying you out. I tell my rib when she annoyed me out. I tell her, y'all should make that a habit out. Y'all hold it in. Y'all hold it in and act like it ain't happening. Act like it ain't happening. And she walk around the house. I can't do that. I can't do that. Hey, man. Hey, stop doing that. Stop doing what, man? You stop. You annoying me. Stop. Tell her. Stop. So then when you go missing for about 6 hours, she had a good idea what you might be doing.
Calm, son.
You understand?
Just, calm.
Just, you're annoying me. Close your mouth, please. Close your mouth. Just keep going. What you doing? Be over there in a second. You take those keys.
I don't count.
You throw those boots on. You take those keys. And you get going.
Right.
This brother went outside, argued with the rib. The whole block is up at midnight. Whole block is up at midnight. Whole block is up at midnight. Whole block don't gotta be up. Argue with her in your goddamn house. Take the power back out here. Take the power back. Of course, he's a hotep brother. He ain't got no power.
Calm, man. Precept to that. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 3.
Yeah.
Give not thy strength unto woman.
I know some of y'all want me to cover Easter on this internet. We'll be releasing a video. I have one of y'all release a video on Easter this weekend. So stay tuned for that. But we won't be getting into Easter today, all right? Read that again.
Calm, sir. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 3. Do my lords have it?
Go ahead.
Calm, my lords. I can. Give not thy strength unto woman.
Don't give your strength unto a woman because women have made kings fall.
Right.
Solomon was perfect in his ways until he started dealing with all those goddamn heathen women. All those damn women, they just took him away from the Lord. And you be sitting there looking in the mirror. You'll be in the mirror like, I just don't know what happened. I'm a brother of discipline, and here I am arguing with this broad. I don't know what happened. I'm a brother of discipline, and I'm out here having a fool at midnight on the block.
Right.
I don't know what the hell, what happened. What happened? Sometimes it's better for you to sir you up. Yeah, kind of. Want to go to Susie Q's concert? The young thing behind the bar concert. And leave. Do you understand? You understand? I was damn near compelled to go outside and tell that brother, "Look, you want to drink on the porch with me? Just shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut up. You're arguing with her. Shut up. She's winning. She was winning. It was hurting my damn soul. It was hurting me because she was winning. Damn, let me go on the porch. Let me go on the porch. You can get a drink with me. Let me show you how to win this. Let me show you. Yeah, she won. Let me show you how to win this. Let me show you how to win. Somebody keep reading when it was at.
Come, my lord.
Also, Mahosa or myself.
No, you.
Oh, come,
sir. Verse 11. Let him eschew evil.
Eschew.
Let him eschew evil.
Same as when people say shoe. Okay.
Shoe is the same thing as like saying.
Yeah, you can get the definition if you want later, but it's the same thing.
Oh, come on.
Let him eschew, get evil away. Good.
Come on. Let him eschew. This book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, verse 11. Let him eschew evil and do good. Let him seek peace.
Let him do what?
Seek peace.
Seek peace. Seek peace. I never forget the day, the first time I had a real argument when I came into the truth. And all the women in my family was in my grandmother's living room. And they come in there like, told my little sister, I said, look, man, we don't do Mother's Day. Mother's Day is pagan, man. We don't do that. And they was there to take my great-grandmother out for Mother's Day. No, you can't tell her that. It's Mother's Day, and she gotta be respectful, and she gonna say it, and no. And I got aunts, grandmothers, and sisters in the living room telling my little sister to say it, and she's sitting there like, no. And I hear it from upstairs, and I come downstairs, and I stand there, and I'm like, what's happening? You telling her this garbage, and woo, and I sit there, and I sought peace. I sat down, I took my Bible out, I said, oh, let me talk to you real quick. I talked to him. Nobody heard me. Talked to him. Said, oh, okay. Y'all are determined to be godless. No problem. Assault my peace. And walked upstairs. And that was the end of that. And you know what an undisciplined brother would do? Argue until the point where there's slurs flying around the damn living room. And then I receive a phone call. Sir, my aunt, she blah, blah, blah. Well, you don't have to have that conversation with her. You don't have to. Above everything, I care about your peace. I care about you being happy. I care about you being in the work of the Lord. I don't care about your rib or your aunt or your sister or your mother. I don't care. I really don't care. Y'all call me about them. So for the time we on the phone, I pretend like I care about them. But I don't care. I do not care. That's right. I don't care. I handle the problem, and then I go back to not caring about them.
Right.
That's it. I don't know them. She's not baking cookies for me.
Right.
Does she bring cookies to the school? My car Red cooked last night. Cooked Wednesday night. Give her a hand. That's right. Now I care about it. Now I care.
Right.
You see how that work? Now I care. That's another problem. You women care about these. Y'all care. You brothers care about these women. They got big butts. Where the cookies?
Right.
Where's the chicken? Where's the rice? Where's the unleavened bread? Where's the desserts? Where's the sandwiches after camp?
Right.
Where's the hot cocoa on cold days? I don't care about you. What do you do?
Right.
What do you do? Nothing. You brothers have to have some peace in your lives. Seek peace. Seek peace. Don't think you got to go back and forth with everybody that says something to you. Seek your own goddamn peace for once.
Right.
Peace in your life. You know how peaceful it was once I said, well, I called Captain God Desire. I kept calling all the time when I first came into the truth. Say, you ain't got to argue with me about everything. I said, I don't. Wow. I can just study and go to camp and become the best trooper and an excellent officer. And I can just do those things. Yeah, you don't have to argue with people in your house. Cool.
I sought my own peace. And some of you brothers got to learn to seek your own peace.
Right.
Seek your peace.
Son.
That broad, she won't be so tumultuous, so up and down, trying to ruin your goddamn life. Doc, seek your own peace out. And the more you seek your peace, you'll attract a woman who wants to give you peace.
Right.
Seek your own peace. You understand?
Come.
Yash.
Precept. It's the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man.
You ain't meant to do nothing. The woman can't teach you anything about anything.
Right.
You understand? Relating to God. Now, I know women can be teachers, and women can do this, and they can do that, and they might be able to teach you this and that and the third. But overall, let me tell you, sister, something. We love a woman with skill.
Right.
We love a woman with skill. We love them. Absolutely love them. I don't know a man that loves a woman that knows how to make a spreadsheet, but she don't know how to put cookies on the baking sheet. I don't know a man that loves a woman like that. I don't know that. There's something that you have that a man seeks, because he normally don't want to do that for himself. I don't want to cook. I don't want to go to war and cook. I don't want to. You understand? I don't want to. I would like to come home and the meal is done.
Right.
It's done.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to get up and go to war. I'll do that. You understand?
Right.
Now, if you make money, I mean, come on with it. Come on with it. That's a lovely skill set. But I just don't know a man who will put up with a woman who knows how to do a spreadsheet, but can't use a baking sheet.
You're right.
You understand?
Right.
So you want to learn the spreadsheet? Absolutely. That puts you in another bracket. There's levels to that, and that puts you in another bracket. Oh, she's very desirable. But you can't skip the cooking phase. You can't skip the cleaning phase, and you can't skip the shut up phase. You understand?
Come.
Go ahead, Mama Son.
Come, sir. Precept. It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 22.
Actually, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'm sure it's an excellent precept, but I got to get some more of the scriptures that I was pulling.
Oh, come, sir.
We don't need that precept right now. We good on the precepts, all right?
No, come, sir.
Give me James 3:1.
Come, my Lord.
James 3:1.
Come.
All right. This discipline, Hakim, this discipline is going to help y'all through so much. Just so many things the discipline is going to be able to do for you.
It's the book of James, chapter 3, verse 1. My brethren, be not many masters.
Be not many masters. Go ahead.
Knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation.
Meaning, be not many masters, meaning the more things you are over, the harder your life is. The harder your life is, the more things you are over. You understand? You are over the Shamar department and the camp equipment department, and you're reporting on the Sabbath department, and you're reporting on this department, and you're getting called for this, and you have to go fly over here, and you got to do this. You go to the cookout, thought you was going to sit down? You're not going to sit down. You're going to go do this, and then you're going to do that. There you go. Don't be masters over everything. We all have enough to do. There's all this work for everybody. You don't have to be in charge of everything. There's enough work to go around. You don't have to be a master over everything. You'll burn out. Go ahead.
Come.
Verse 2. For in many things we offered all, if any man offended not in word.
Mm-hmm. You got to read that a little better.
Come. Verse 2. If in many things we offend all, if any man offend,
not if. For in many things we offend all. If any man offend not in word, the same is a perfect man. Meaning what? If you can learn how to watch your mouth, nobody will ever be able to say they offended you. You offended them, excuse me. Nobody will ever be able to say, Kashak offended me. What did he say? Well, he didn't really say nothing, but I just don't like the way he do this. Wow, that's like, you're not liking the fact that he on the computer all the time. How's that offensive? Well, it's hard to be offended at a man who watches his mouth. It's hard to be offended at a man who's always polite towards you. It's hard to be offended at a man that says, Salak, your brother, are you okay?
Slakia, sir, are you okay? Slakia, sir, I'm going to do this. Hey, Slakia, would you mind coming with me to the store? I could order any of you to come with me to the store.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do? Yeah, would you mind doing this for me out?
Right.
Would you mind doing that for me out? Now, there's absolutely times where I'm just going to say, hey, I go to the store. There's absolutely times where I do that. There's times where it got told to me like that. And then there's plenty of times where it says, would you mind? I remember going to get coffee. Done you. There's times we're going to get coffee, doing the show in Mount Vernon when it was called Israelite Vibes. And I would go get the coffee, Captain Nazar and Captain Katazar. And I'd go get this coffee. And I would leave it one time. And Captain Katazar said, Slaki Kawal, could you grab this for me too? He said some type of alteration to his coffee that he didn't normally get. I said, come on, sir. Give me the water. He could have said, hey, Kawal, man, you make sure to do this time. Don't do that. Do this. I would have still said, come on, sir. But you know the humility that it shows in a man who's clearly above you and can send you to fucking hell if he wants to. Salakia.
Right.
Can send you to the other side of the earth if he wants to. And says, hey, Slakia, do you mind? If you ever hear General Yahanna ask for something, he'll say, could you?
Yes.
Right.
Come.
Could you, my would you
Lord.
mind? Hey, Thawada.
Come.
Salakia.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
With tact, so you look at it like this. How could you hate him? Which makes the vagabond Jews such homosexuals, because they hold on to some grudge that is non-existent from the 90s.
Right.
Non-existent. Non-existent. I won't come back into that ISRAELITE. Why? Because the general in the 90s, when I had that oil table, I'm telling you, he stiffed me for $90. Are you serious? You know the general.
Right.
It's hard to believe a story like that. And instead of going to the general at that time and having a council about it with the men that was in charge of the nation at that time, what did he do? He held it in and cries about it later like a baby. Like a baby. And then you meet the general, and the general has so much tact. Like, how did this man do that?
Right.
How did this man do that? When you do weird things, your so-called camp does weird things.
Good night.
The general does excellent, amazing things. So many amazing things. He swears General Mahim into secrecy. Come on. If General Yahanna can say Salakia and Thawada, when he can send the entire nation to Mars if he chose, you could say Salakia and Thawada, and you can be polite to a man who you think is beneath you because the men above you do that to you. The men above you are polite to you. So I best hear about every man in here treating each other with tact.
Come.
And politeness and humbleness. You understand?
Come.
Because you're not more masculine if you talk to somebody rudely. Being rude doesn't make you a man.
Right.
Being rude makes you a brute. Doesn't make you a man. What makes you a man is behaving like a man.
That's right.
Treating your brother like a brother. That is masculine. That's manly. You were taught by the world that you have to treat your brother like garbage. And then go to the store, man. See, store, man. You're a store runner. You thought you was the man. You was the man because you had store runners. Thought you was the man. Doesn't make you the man. You understand? Doesn't make you the man. When Christ washed the feet of the disciples, running men to the store does not make you the man. You understand?
Come.
Lord. Read on.
Come. Sloppy, sir. It says, the same is a perfect man, and able also to bridle the whole body.
Meaning, if you can control your mouth, you control your James 3 and 2. If you can control your mouth, the things that come out your mouth, the things you say, how you react to people say to you, you control your whole body.
Damn, nice.
control your whole entire body. You understand that?
Con.
Practice on being polite. When you need to, practice on being appropriately assertive. Practice your mouth. Train your mouth. You understand?
Con,
if you can train your mouth, you can bridle. Bridle is what you put in the horse's mouth to control them. You control them left, right, stop, go with that bridle. You understand? You control them with that bridle. And that controls the horse's whole body. If you control your mouth, you'll have discipline throughout your whole body in every action you take. You understand? I bet you if you brothers that got porn issues, if you brothers would just control your mouth and learn how to talk to a woman, might not have those issues.
Right.
Might not have those issues. You might be twa. You might be all right. You might be over there and talk to her. Get up and go talk to her. You're sitting in the house staring at a screen, hurting yourself. Well, you could get up. Do it, me. I'll tell you something. Do what me and my cousins used to do. Go get a mug. If the scriptures say liquor is for the weak stomach, put a little mug. Get a little mug. Get some clear liquor. Okay, I can't tell you nothing. It's clear liquor. It look like water. This ain't actual advice. Don't say Officer Kumar told me get intoxicated in public. I didn't tell you that.
Right.
This is not happening right now. Get a mug. Something in there. Something in there. And go to the mall. Go to the mall. And when you see something nice, go talk to it.
Right.
Over and over and over again.
Right.
Over and over until you don't need that mug. Over and over and over and over. You do that.
Right.
You do that. Tall, short, thick, slim. Over and over and over. You see something you like, talk to it, get the number, peel off.
Right.
Over and over and over again. We used to do this all the time. All the time. Train your mouth.
Right.
Train your mouth. Brothers with porn issues, just learn how to talk to women, man. Learn. That's it. Learn how to talk to women. That's all your problem is. You brothers out here get in fights. Learn. Learn how not to say certain things. Learn when you should and should not say certain things. Some things don't help the situation at hand. Some things you are igniting a fire. You are writing a check that you don't want to cash.
All right.
You understand?
Con.
Just watch your mouth sometimes. Just watch your mouth. I know we all feel like we could beat everybody up. I know. We all feel we could beat everybody the goddamn up. I understand. We Israel. I know. There's somebody that will beat you up.
Right.
Now, if you've been through this training, I mean, good night. Good night. Good night for everybody on earth. Good night. However, there's somebody who will challenge you. They'll challenge you. They won't be afraid to fight you. There's some people who will be afraid to jump you. You understand?
Right.
These things will happen. And sometimes you just watch your mouth. You will avoid these situations.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Sir. I remember how I watched my mouth. Remember I called you before, right? How I went down to my city out in Patterson, right? Mm-hmm. And I was out in Patterson, and this brother, you know what I mean? He was, on my block. He was tearing his sister up, right? You know, and I went up to him and said, "Hey, yo, brother, what the hell is you doing?" Right? And
see, that's you getting into somebody else's business. No. Let me help you. That's you getting somebody else's business. Let me help you. Let me add unto. Let me add. Mind your business when you're walking around.
Oh, come on, sir.
Mind your business because the Lord got things coming to people and you don't know what he got coming to people. Hold your peace completely.
Come on, sir.
The Lord got things coming to people that's none of your business sometimes.
Come.
You understand?
Come.
Sometimes she getting chewed out on the block because she is a cold slower. Do you understand that?
Come, sir.
And sometimes it ain't none of your goddamn business what's being said to her.
Yeah.
Sometimes a brother's getting his behind whooped in front of you. It ain't none of your goddamn business.
Right.
Like I said, I wanted to go out there. He keep me up at midnight. I want to go out there and tell him, please shut up. Take this look and shut up. Shut up. But I don't know why the hell they out there. I don't know what he gonna say to me if I go out there. I don't know if the cops was already called. I don't know if this brother got a weapon. I don't know if this sister's deranged. I have no clue what the hell is going on out there. You mind my damn business, turn this goddamn fan up, and go to sleep.
Come on, Lord.
You understand? You can so peace. That's just a lesson I'm going to teach you. I don't need to hear the rest of that story because you shouldn't even been in that.
No, Salaki.
I don't need to hear the rest of that story because you shouldn't have been there. You
I was
should
a young man, sir.
I understand. That's fine.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no,
saying.
man.
Now I'm helping you.
Come
I'm helping you now. You shouldn't have been there. Mind your business.
But Salaki, sir, what you said.
Mind your business.
Come on, sir.
Straight like that. Mind your business.
Come on, my
People
Lord.
in the world have things coming to them that is none of your business.
Come on, my Lord.
Just because you see it don't mean you play Captain Save-All.
Come on, my Lord.
That's right. Somebody
come on,
read,
my Lord.
somebody read on in James.
Come on, my Lord.
Come on. This is the book of James, chapter 3, verse 3. Behold, we put bits in the horses' mouths, that they may obey us, and we turn about their whole body.
Go ahead, read on.
Verse 4. Behold, also the ships which though
they be great.
Which
Salaki,
though they be great, will be so great, and are driven of fierce winds, yet they turn about with a very small helm, whithersoever the governor listeth.
Meaning, you can put a bit in the horse's mouth. That little bit control that entire animal. You have that little sail on that big boat, and that little sail controls the direction of that entire boat. Wherever the wind blow, wind blowing this way, turn the sail this way. The wind blowing that way, okay, turn the sail this way now. That little sail control that whole boat. That little tongue, compared to the rest of your body is small.
Right.
That tongue will control your day. That tongue will control your interactions with people. You understand?
Come on, my
It
Lord.
will absolutely control it.
That's right.
Sometimes you should just shut up.
Right. Okay.
Sometimes you should be assertive. Sometimes you should you should be a little more tact. And sometimes, on the rare occasion, you gotta let somebody have it.
That's right.
You understand?
Come.
But the problem that I'm learning with brothers ain't that you have an issue letting somebody have it. Y'all have no issue with that. The issue you have is shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up.
Right.
Everything doesn't require a response. Sometimes you just got to shut the hell up because you'll get favorable responses from the situation that you're in. Whether it's a dangerous situation or just a regular situation. You understand? You'll get a favorable response, something that you like more when you just shut your mouth. You understand?
Come.
That tongue will control your whole body. Somebody will hate you off the way you talk. Somebody will love you off the way you talk. With knowing nothing else about you but the way you talk. You understand?
Right.
I do it with women all the time. I'm sure all you brothers do it all the time. The woman she barely know your name. She barely know where you come from. She don't know your favorite color. She don't know this, that, the third, the fourth, the fifth. But you run that goddamn mouth like a sergeant, and she be, I'm in love.
Right.
Now I need you to learn how to do it in other areas.
That's right.
Now I need you to learn how to shut up when somebody that above you is talking. Now I need you to shut up when sometimes the situation don't involve you. Mind your damn business. Now I need you to be quiet when a situation is occurring, and being quiet is the best way forward. You understand?
Come.
Sometimes we gotta exercise shutting the hell up.
Come,
And sometimes because you don't never exercise shutting the hell up, that's why your rib don't never exercise shutting the hell up.
Right. Good night. Good night.
As soon as she says something, you just gotta say something back, and she just winning. She in your house winning. Just winning. I couldn't even deal with something like that, I tell you. My house winning. What are you talking about? All the W's in my house is me It's me, all the time. I couldn't even deal with her winning out. I couldn't deal with her. Sometimes she run her mouth like that because every little thing she say, you get into it with her.
Right.
She keep running her mouth because she finally getting interaction from you that she always wanted.
Right.
When maybe sometimes she should run her mouth and you should go call Rhonda.
Good night.
Go spend the night at Rhonda's house.
That's right.
And teach her with your actions. Them words ain't what attract me, baby.
Right.
Shut up and put cookies in the oven. Put cookies in the oven. Clean. Right. You understand? Fresh towels. Fresh sheets. Fresh rag. You understand?
I do.
Vacuum the floor. Get a hand vacuum. Vacuum the couch. Do that and shut up. And maybe this Thursday I won't be at Rhonda's house. I'll be here.
Right.
Never know. But it might happen. I might be here. You understand? Sometimes this was necessary, and you brothers have to stop arguing with these women so much, and just go do the thing she's daring you to do anyway. She's daring you to do it. All this Israelite talk, Israelite this, Israelite that. She's daring you to do it.
Right.
She's daring you to do it. She's daring you to do it. There's a little something inside her that really wanted to.
That's right.
She desires that competition, but all you do is talk to her. All you do is argue with her. Just give her competition.
That's right.
Just give her competition. You want to argue. At some point, you just have to make that decision. She needs competition.
That's right.
That's right. That's what she needs.
That's right.
You understand? Exactly. The Lord did it to you. The Lord put everybody around Israel and said, and you better remain you.
Damn right.
You need to go put a couple things around her and say, right, and now you better do good.
Damn right.
You better act right. You understand?
Right.
You better act right. Your tongue can produce wonders for your life or destroy your life.
Right.
Be very careful with how you use it. You understand?
Come
on. Somebody read on.
Come.
Even so, the tongue is a little member.
Come. Verse 5. Even so, the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things.
Even so, the tongue is a little member and it boasts great things. It boasts very great things. Like I just described to y'all. Go ahead.
Come. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth.
We just discussed that. That tongue is small, but it will destroy your life or make it. You understand? It can destroy your life or make your life. You could talk a certain way in an interview to where you're not even qualified for the job and get the job. You can run your mouth a certain way in that goddamn interview. He'll be sitting there looking at you like, I mean, I only say associates, but goddamn, this cat got a mouthpiece.
That's right.
Right.
You understand?
Come.
And you get the job. I know brothers that lied. I know a brother who lied on his job, his job application, to do forklifting or something like that out in California. He wanted to move out there anyway. He goes out there. The cat finds out he has zero experience with forklifts. He ain't got no certificate or nothing. He puts them on and he's sitting there looking clueless. But because of how he aced the interview, aced it, he said, look, man, just learn how to drive within a month. You keep the job. His mouth was too damn good.
That's right.
He felt like he was losing an asset to the company, and the cat couldn't even drive the damn forklift.
Right.
He couldn't even drive the goddamn forklift. And the boss was already feeling like I'm losing an asset if I just fire him.
Right.
Off his mouth. Not his work. His mouth. Learn how to use your mouth. Get you amazing things. It'll sit you in a room with a mayor. It'll sit you in a room with that godforsaken president. It'll sit you in a room with a lot of men that can put us in a lot of power.
That's right.
And get the ISRAELITES a lot of exposure.
Right.
You understand?
Come.
Learn how to use your mouthpiece.
Come,
sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 6.
6. I got it, my Lord. You got it?
I got it.
Come
Verse 6. And the tongue is a fire,
Right.
a world of iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
So is the tongue among our members, that it doeth defileth the whole body, and setteth on fire the course of nature.
This whole ABC movement started from the white man allowing white women to do this. And she got the run in her mouth and started recruiting people to her feminism. Unfortunately, it was our sisters. Recruiting them to feminism, giving the ABC community platforms to speak on, saying that it's okay, it's an alternative lifestyle. It all started with we just wanna exist. And you know what you allow with that tongue, that subverting tongue? Fine, it exists. Okay, we just want acceptance. Okay, fine, you accept it. Okay, we just want to be legally married. All right, fine, you're legally married. We just want to be better than you now. Now we want to be better than you. I want that one. Now we want to be better than you. And that all starts off of you giving them a platform.
Right.
They should never have a platform. T.D. Jakes and Al Sharpton and Jesse James and Ben Carson and black leaders should never have a platform. You do not what the Lord required you to do. So you should not have a platform. But they have platforms. They have platforms. And because they have these platforms, I mean, we're here now.
Right.
You should not give those people platforms, man.
Now you got the woman king, sir.
Now you got the woman king.
Command mass shootings.
Yeah, like that's now you got all that out. Now you have mental illness on the rise. Now you got schools getting discipline. Now you have all these things happening. Now you have all these projectiles flying through schools, being unleashed by people with mental illness.
Right.
And they just say it's not mental illness. No, it's not. When it is. Because you gave mental illness a platform, now we can't say it's mental illness.
Right.
Now it's not mental illness no more. If I go inside of my old Christian school and unalive 6 people because they didn't agree with my lifestyle while I attended there, I'm not mentally sick. Because you allowed that platform for them to speak on, you can no longer call that what it is. So now you can't help those people. Now it's impossible to help somebody who's thinking, I want to go unload projectiles into schools. You can't help them because you can't tell the truth to them. And that's the real crime the white man did. He took the truth out of the earth. Because the truth being in the earth stops all this garbage.
Right.
All this fallacy. All this, you're a man if you just run your mouth recklessly and wants to fight anybody who ever challenges you. It's not the truth.
Right.
That's his truth. That's, you know, that little her truth, his truth crap they got going around. That's white man truth.
Right.
That's not the truth.
Right.
The truth is, sometimes shut up. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it, especially when you know physically you could harm people beyond repair, sit somebody in the hospital. When you have the real ability to do that, you don't want to do that.
That's
Right.
There's a powerful journal behind us saying, you can't give somebody mercy unless you have the power to kill them.
Yes, sir.
Right.
If I don't have the power to harm you, I can't give you mercy. I can't give you mercy. But if I know what I could do to you and I let you pass, that's mercy. You understand?
That's
That's mercy. The real crime was taking the truth out of the earth. When you took the truth out of the earth, it took away your ability to be honest with people. Be honest that you can't say that that's not mental illness. It is. I got you. It is. It's mental illness.
Right.
You can't say that toxic masculinity isn't a real thing. It's really just something y'all do.
Right.
It's not something that's in the Bible. It's not something you have when you obey the Bible. It's something you get when you make things up. When you make up your own definition of masculinity, your own definition of being a man. You allow studs to pretend they're men. This is when you get toxic masculinity. When you have women on poles, you get toxic. You know, when you don't allow the truth to be spoken and you speak lies with that tongue, you get everything you see on earth now.
Right.
The tongue is a small member, but it will set the whole body on fire.
Right.
Damn right.
Allowing the earth to say what it wants will set the whole earth on fire, and the earth is on fire right now. It's on fire right now, being burned down.
I don't count.
Last questions?
I don't count.
It's like, can I just finish the last part of that verse?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 6, the end of verse 6. And it is set on fire of hell.
Yeah, it's set on fire. You know what I'm saying? Your tongue, you running your mouth is the reason you in a goddamn ghetto. You told the Lord, I don't want to serve you, God. I want to be like them. The Lord said, go be like them. Go be like them. Front doors with no screens. Holes in the window, bullet holes in the window.
Right.
Crack babies in the house. Formula. No breast milk. Formula. Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to be like them? Take this. That's why you got the ghetto. You got the ghetto because you couldn't shut up. You couldn't leave well enough alone. Right. The Lord gave us everything, and we just had to keep doing this right here. Like a woman.
Right.
Wasn't happy with what the Lord gave you.
Right.
A lot of y'all got women that's destroying y'all because she ain't happy with what the hell you giving her. She ain't satisfied with what you giving her. She ain't satisfied with you being a priest and you giving her the Lord. She want more from you. Right.
Good night.
Come on, man. Come out to the bar with me.
Right.
Come to the bar with me.
Come
with me. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. Come with me to the bar. Come with me to the bar and let's go talk to Rhonda. Let's go talk to Rhonda and let's go talk to all these young tender things who they just want you to serve God. That's it. Just serve God. I'll provide the money. Oh, you will provide the money. I'll provide the money. Oh, baby.
That's right.
That's news to me, and it warms my heart. It warms my heart out. It warms my heart out. Go, y'all.
Slot here, sir. I had like 2 points, if I may.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Commander General YAHANNA.
That's right.
Right.
Greatest man on the planet.
General Hyman, he the one that brought out the Woman King scriptures and the breakdown on the Woman King. If y'all ain't see that class, y'all should go check that out.
Absolutely.
He said the Woman King was gonna bring masculine females that's gonna bring mass shooters, and the Nashville shooter was a woman.
Right.
Wow. Careful with the words.
Slack here, sir.
Right. I mean, I understand what you're saying. Okay.
Slack here, sir. But that's just to show he's a real prophet of the Most High, sir. But I just wanted to break down on one scripture before if I may.
Go ahead. Somebody pull it.
I got it, sir, already.
Okay,
This is Psalms chapter 34, verse 18.
Y'all go ahead and grab that. Go ahead.
Psalms 34 and 18.
Come on.
1 second. Okay, you go ahead.
Khan. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saving such as be of a contrite spirit.
Now you want to break down, right?
Khan.
Somebody pull contrite out of the dictionary. Contrite. Somebody else read the first line again. Go, y'all read that first line.
Khan, sir. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart.
What's nigh, go, y'all?
Close to.
The Lord is close to them that have a broken heart. What is your heart?
Your mind, sir.
Your mind. The Lord is close to those who America has broken. America has broken the average Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, the rich and the poor. America has broken them, and the Lord is close to them because of it. You understand?
Right.
America has broken you. Your mother was on drugs. Your father was on drugs. Your father's passed, or your mother has passed. One or both of them is in jail. One or both of them never raised you appropriately.
Right.
You're all messed up from how you're raised. You had no proper big brothers in the community. Everybody's gangbanging. Everybody's in church. Everybody's in a mosque. Everybody's on drugs or selling drugs. Everybody's on the pole. Everybody's bouncing around from man to man. You have a broken mind. Your mind is just broken. Your mind is broken. She didn't have one husband. The minute she got with man number 2, her mind broke.
Right.
Her mind broke. Her mind broke. Science even telling you after 6 men, they lose the ability to pair with another man.
Good, right.
Meaning you wondering why you can't get your rib to cooperate out. She's broken. And only Christ could fix her.
That's right.
Only Christ. All those men, only Christ could fix that brain.
That's right.
Only Christ. The Lord is close to those who have a broken mind. When you get to that point where you just don't know you don't know up from down or left from right. You don't know where to go next with your life. You're like, oh my God, my life has been terrible. What do I do? I'm lost. And you walk on a corner and you see a brother like Ayash on the podium speaking.
That's right.
And you sit there and you go, you don't know why you're just sitting there like, and then you go to the table and you grab a flyer and you start coming to class. And that broken mind, you start to understand things. That mind starts to get repaired with the only glue that was possible to fix it.
Right.
That's right. That's right, my Lord.
It starts to get fixed out, and you start to understand. The Lord got close to me. He had to bring me to ground zero so I would respect him. Some brothers, a lot of brothers, you have certain status in the world, whether it's with women or amongst men, or you're a pastor in your church, or you're this, or you're the big kahuna at your job, or you make $250,000 a year as a CEO. You do something where you're a big kahuna in the world, and the Lord had to break you all the way down, all the way down for you to finally come serve him.
Yeah, right, sir.
Because if he left you with any status, you wouldn't come serve him.
Right.
You would feel like, I have this status. You understand?
Right.
I got this status. I'm still this. I'm still that. I could always still do this.
Right.
The Lord had to break you.
That's right.
To bring you to him. Destroy that status that you work so hard to build up in the world. Because that's the only way you would acknowledge your status ain't better than him.
That's right.
Right.
Because?
So, yes, sir. I just wanted to add on to what you said
Lord.
about.
Right. Huh? Slacking, my Lord. You good?
I'm tomorrow.
Okay, come.
Yeah. When you mentioned about that person looking at Yash, on that podium, breaking it down, right? So, if I may, I want to bring out the scripture, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6, verse 36.
Okay, read it.
And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him,
Get thee betimes,
and let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
Right. You need to follow him in everything.
Right.
That's your foot with the steps of his door. When he go to sleep, stand there. Wait till he get up.
Damn right.
I need to know more.
That's right.
Talk to me more the things in your head. Tell me more knowledge. Give me more glue. You understand? Go ahead.
That's
right.
definition.
Like it.
Good. Contrite.
Definition of contrite: feeling or expressing remorse or penitence affected by guilt.
And saveth such as be of a guilty spirit. You know you was worth nothing in the world before the Lord found you.
That's
Right.
You wasn't worth a damn thing. You deserved death. You deserved it.
Right.
You deserved it. Death should have came sooner to you. Should have came quickly. But the Lord got to you first.
Right.
Before he had that counsel with the angels on how to kill you, he came to you first.
Damn
Right.
Came to you and said, what you gonna do? And you had a choice to make, and you said, fine.
That's right.
Fine. I'll cut Shaquisha off. I'll cut the whores off. I won't have whores no more.
That's right. Damn right.
I know she's sleeping with everybody in Irvington. I know. Fine. I'll flush the rest of the pound down the toilet. All right. God damn it. Fine. And because of that, the Lord said, I'll have respect unto you.
Right.
Now look at you as something that's worthy of me protecting you.
That's
Right.
Now you're worthy of it now, because what I should have did was unalive you. But I came to you and you look like you actually want some glue for that broken brain.
Right.
So here you go. Stand at this door, like the Kun said, and wait till he keeps talking to you. You understand? Keep going to class. Go to class. That's standing at the foothold of the door. Go to class. Go to camp and stand outside the camp and get that glue.
That's right.
And the Lord will have respect unto you.
That's right, sir. Damn right, my Lord. The rock, my Lord. The water, my Lord.
There's a pretty good precept for what also the Khan brought out was sit at the foot of the wise.
That's the exact same thing.
Come on.
Standing outside his door, sit at his foot. Yes, what that is saying is basically wherever he go, you go.
Yeah,
And
right.
have respect unto his speech, meaning he in the door, stand there on Shamar till he come out, ready to give you more words.
Come.
He's teaching, be in the first chair. So many times I see brothers sitting in the goddamn back. You ain't earned the ability to sit in the back. Get your ass in the front, Salakia.
Right.
Come.
You sitting in the back for like you don't need this goddamn glue. It's in the front.
Right.
It's in the front. Get in the front. Sit at his feet.
Right.
Because there's a podium. And he's sitting here. And your head is here. Sit at his feet.
Right.
Sit at his feet and listen to him talk. Listen to him speak words to fix your head. Because your head is sick.
Right.
Your head is sick and his is not.
Right.
You understand?
Come.
And that's it. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And when you do all of that, you'll learn how to control your mouth.
Right.
That's right.
You'll learn how to talk. When you sit at his feet for oh so long, you'll learn how to say words that don't offend other people. You'll learn how to say words that don't get you into trouble.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That's
Come.
right.
You'll learn that because you just sit at the feet of men better than you day in and day out. Day in and day out, because you're not a homeless Jew who believes nobody can be better than me.
Right.
Nobody can be better than me. No, you're a Jew with a home. And you understand in this house, there's a hierarchy.
Right. Come.
And amongst this hierarchy, I'll sit at the feet of those who are better.
Right.
Damn right.
Because they're better for a reason. They don't do
That's
anything.
right.
That's why you call them with the problems you have.
Right.
That's right.
Because they don't do what you do. They're better than you.
That's right.
Damn right.
That's something you should come to accept.
Right.
Damn right.
Because unless you're commanding General YAHANNA, there's somebody on this earth better than you.
You damn right.
Come, sir.
You understand?
Damn right.
And Mudgem. Men of Israel. I'm Mudgem Shabbat.